What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another reaction video. And today we are continuing with Smallville, as we always do, and we are on to Season 6, Episode 1, the premiere of Season 6. And before we get into a recap of the last episode, guys, you're probably wondering there's a little bit of a change in my setup and my video quality, to say the least. That is because since the channel's been expanding so much and so many more of you are coming along and joining in on my journey through Smallville and all my other shows and movies that I'm currently doing, I decided that since you invest so much time into me, it was about time that I invested back into it. So I've brought you as best a quality as I currently can, and it has been an absolute nightmare for me to set up. I have to say, it's taken me ages, way longer than it probably should. I'm just no good with technology in general. And this is my first proper setup in that capacity, I suppose. So I went for it, and thankfully I've managed to pull it off to some degree, and hopefully this is in 4K, which is what my target was for, but if it's not, it's going to be very close anyway. So hopefully you guys can enjoy and appreciate that. And obviously I've changed a little bit of the background as well, just so you guys are familiar and up to date. But this is all because of you guys and all the effort and the energy that you put into watching all of my videos, interacting in the comments, and just joining the journey in general. I wanted to give back and show you that I do appreciate all your support and try to upgrade my quality and my videos as much as I possibly can so you guys can enjoy it that much more. But that's enough of me talking about my setup and the absolute nightmare that it took to assemble. We should be talking about Smallville right now, so that's what we're going to do. In the last episode of Season 5 last season, everything went to hell like it normally does in typical Smallville style. We had Lex become the vessel for General Zod, and he actually was taken over by Zod and potentially killed, as far as we know. I mean, he might be dead, he might not be dead. It depends on what happens with this Zod character. But Zod has returned, and Clark was supposed to kill Lex to try and stop Zod from returning, but he couldn't do it, and he decided to throw the knife at Milton Fine instead, potentially killing him. But again, I'm not entirely sure, because the last episode was just so chaotic, to say the least. We had Clark and Lionel working together as well, despite the fact that Lex was the vessel, and Clark did tell Lionel, and you could see how much it affected him. But even Lionel knew that he felt anyway, that Clark had to take Lex out for the greater good of humanity. And that was a very, very interesting topic in the last episode. Speaking of interesting topics, though, I'm going to talk about my favourite moment of the last episode, probably. And it was arguably the best kiss of the entire series so far. But we had Chloe and Clark share a very, very passionate kiss in the face of destruction, as Metropolis and everywhere else was going into riots because of the electricity outage and the power outage. It just sent the infrastructure into complete disarray. They shared a very, very sweet moment between each other, and it was very passionate and real. And I have to say, I loved it. Like, I don't expect them to become a relationship or anything like that, but I loved the moment. The timing was perfect. The energy, and you guys know how much I love Chloe as a character, so obviously those two sharing that moment, it was just so sweet. With all of their history as well, it meant that much more, and I really enjoyed that. We had Lana doubling down and staying with Lex despite the fact that Lex revealed his secret. Oh, Lana, you poor girl, if only you knew the half of it, right? Like, in terms of what Lex keeps. But she is remaining loyal to him, which is crazy to say, but then it's not in the aspect of, if you look at episode 100, when Clark told Lana before he reset everything, Lana was loyal to Clark, so I kind of understand it in that capacity. But the fact that she has been able to just transition to Lex so quickly after Clark is absolutely insane to me. But we're gonna have to see what happens in this season, because she's not even going to be with Lex anymore. Currently believing she is with Lex. However, she is in fact with General Zod. They met at the very end of the episode to solidify their love as the world was falling into shambles, and you were seeing the infrastructure collapsing around the world slowly as we panned out. We also had Clark get captured by General Zod and sent to the Phantom Zone, and he's just floating away in space currently, trapped. And I have absolutely no idea how he is going to get out. Like, that has been baffling me ever since the end of the last episode. Like, there's no one to help him, so he's going to have to figure out a way to help himself. But I just don't see how he's going to get out of this. Like, it's going to be so... I'm so excited to see how they're going to pull this off. And I haven't even brought up other characters, like where Chloe and Lionel ended up being attacked by the rioters and dragged out of Lionel's limo. And we ended with those two being attacked. We also ended with Martha and Lois in a plane crash in God knows where. And we don't know what happened to them. Hopefully they're okay. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do and if it's going to pick up immediately. I really hope it picks up immediately and it doesn't do like a couple month jump or anything like that. I really want to see the fallout of all the issues in the previous episode. I'm so curious to know where we're going to go. But despite the fact it was a little bit jumbled, there was a fairly decent recap for you guys. I'm sure you guys remember it way better than that anyway. But I am really looking forward to checking out this episode and seeing how Clark is going to try and find his way out of the Phantom Zone, how he is going to decide to start taking on General Zod, and seeing what they're going to do and how they are going to battle throughout the season, whether it's going to be a season-long arc, whether it's going to be a multi-season thing, whether it's going to be a few episodes. I have no idea, but I'm very excited to see what they do with it. I'm curious to see how Alana goes this season, and with her loyalty to Lex, I'm wondering if she's ever going to start to suspect anything is up. I'm also very, very curious to see more of Lois this season. I'm really, really hoping that Lois is a main character this season, because obviously I know that she had issues with her the character rights at the I know that Smallville had issues with character rights at the time and they couldn't utilize her as much, but Erica Durance is so good. Like, we just need so much more of her, so hopefully we get more of her this season. I'm really excited to see how Lionel plays into this season, if he decides to help Clark and Chloe more often, because that was one of my favourite parts of the previous episode as well. The fact that we actually had them working together for the greater good is just so surprising to say when you include Lionel Luthor in that sentence. Not to mention the little chemistry between him and Martha as well that's been blossoming as of late. Curious to see where we go with that as well. So there are a lot of plates up in the air right now. I am very excited to see them all starting to get smashed and seeing how we develop the story, where we go from how we ended. Jesus. One thing I have learned from Smallville by now at this point is that the finales and the premieres are some of the very, very best. So I'm very excited for this. And now I think it is about time for me to jump into it, because I'm sure this was a long-winded introduction, so I do apologize for that, guys, but I think that is more than enough, so we are going to jump into it now. So I hope you all enjoy this reaction, and let's get to it.
But I'm here because I want to find out. Do you?
Is he going to play is Zod going to play the game? Is he going to just play with it? He is! Oh my god, Zod's just rolling with it! No, fuck, this is not where we end it, right? There's no fucking way this is where we leave it. Surely not, the world is in disarray! Oh my god, everything is just shutting off as well! It is going worldwide and Clark's in the Phantom Zone! Oh my god! What the f—
And now Smallville.
Okay, we're picking up right where we left off. Good. And Clark is just staring back at Earth. What? Oh, whoa! What the? Whoa, look at this! I love it! So this is the Phantom Zone. A lot bigger than I anticipated. Just looks like a desolate rock. How are you gonna get out of this, Clark? What was that? Oh my god, is there another? Is there gonna be like another Kryptonian in here, or like another creature or something? I have no idea how Clark's out of. What the fuck is that? That's like a ghost! Like a demon! Holy shit! Oh my god, there's loads of them! Who is this? Who is this?
Thank you.
We got a mysterious stranger in the Phantom Zone. Okay. Is she gonna help Clark escape? I'm really curious to know what that power was from the stone. I honestly thought there was an S on the end of it, but maybe there wasn't. Best shot to use at Lois. Oh, why'd they have to use that shot of Martha? Because now it's just gonna remind me no Jonathan. Oh, I don't like it. It's the first one, guys. It's the first intro without him. Fuck, man. Rest in peace, Jonathan Kent. Oh, we're right back in the rioting. Oh shit! Go on, Lionel! Go on, Lionel! Oh shit! Lionel's kicking some ass!
Mr. Luther, we need to get you off the street. Relax. Go,
Security coming in clutch. I'll tell you what, I rate Lionel for that, you know. Like, I love the change in his character. I can't believe they're going full-fledged with it. I really didn't think they would.
All those people, with the powers Vine gave you, you could end the riots. You could.
Luther is dead.
Oh.
My name is Zod.
Oh, he took her! Or did she go willingly?
Clark must not have been able to get to Lex in time to... Zod has taken over Lex.
You don't think Zod actually...
To Clark, it might still be there at the farm. We can use that to stop Zod.
Oh no! Oh no!
You mean kill Lex?
Even Lionel's at this point.
Planet and see if I can learn anything else about this Kryptonian virus. Match those symbols to the ones that you were scribbling.
That won't help us. Clark to decipher them.
Do you have access to some sort of Kryptonian English dictionary?
The connection that I felt with Jor-El and the fortress, it's gone. I can't feel his presence anymore.
Oh, is it gone ever so...
But if we can get to that dagger...
I can't make it back to Smallville with my leg like this.
Lionel might have to go alone.
Here. You take care, Miss Sullivan.
You too, Mr. Luther.
Who would have ever thought we'd have a scene between Chloe Sullivan and Lionel Luther where they genuinely care for one another about their well-being?
Wherever you are, I could really use your help right now.
We've come so far from season 3. Look how scared she is. Oh. Stranger's tent.
I was born on Krypton. I was raised on Earth.
Who is this?
Kal-El?
How do you know my Kryptonian name?
I knew your father.
Who is she? Oh, it wasn't us! I thought it was! I thought it was!
Let go! Where are you
I
taking me?
thought that
Zod
was an
doesn't
S,
take
but then I
orders,
thought
he
I was
gives
seeing
them.
something.
What is Zod? What are you talking about?
Oh, he's taking her to the ship.
You're one of those things from that ship.
Foot soldiers here at my command.
Whatever's happening, it's not you. Fight it, Lex.
I already told you, Lex is gone. Do you really think Zod believes?
If Lex is really dead, then why waste your time with a primitive like me?
Very good question. What does he want her?
To bear witness to the end of the human era. And jewel in a vast, dark universe. And you have the resurrection.
How does he want Lana to play a part? What does he want her to do? What did he just do? There's no getting away, Lana.
There's no...
You could really do a Clark ride about now, couldn't you? Oh my god, they've crashed in the middle of the, like, oh, I don't know where they are. I was immediately just going to say the Arctic. There's no way they're on that, right? I mean, they could be, actually. They could be. They went well off course, didn't they?
Lois!
Arthur came out relatively unscathed. Where's Lois? Oh, shit! Arthur really was lucky.
Lois! Lois!
How is Martha gonna get any help? Oh my god, everything is just a shit show right now.
Mayday! Mayday! Can anyone hear me?
What's she seen? What's she seen? No fucking way! What's the odds? Lois and Martha are at the fortress!
Taken as pawns by the brain interactive construct. I gave him a dagger to kill the vessel of Zod. Fine.
Where is he? Where is Clark?
Plunging it into Fine destroyed also damaged this structure and released Zod. Banished forever by Zod.
How do they get him back?
Bring him back.
Not within my power. His destiny,
I've lost my husband and now my son because of your...
both lost much, Martha Kent. But you must put aside your anguish if you wish to... Kal-El's mission must be completed, dagger, and kill Zod's vessel, Luthor.
What?
Zod has taken over, he's given him all the powers of a true.
How am I supposed to do that?
What?
Find a way, or all.
Oh my god, Jor-El has tasked Martha with retrieving the dagger and killing Lex!
Alright,
But he has to help Lois.
send me back.
Well, you have my deepest gratitude, not have wished for a brighter light to guide my son.
Sweet. Here. Oh, we need to get Lois some help though. I can't believe Jor-El has just tasked Martha with that. I can't believe Martha and Lois are in the fortress.
Who are you?
Not that names matter here.
Where is
Right.
here exactly?
A place to hold criminals from the 28 known inhabited galaxies.
What makes you an inmate?
28 known inhabited planet.
I may be trapped here, but I'm not one of the prisoners.
Am I supposed to just trust you? I'm running a little low on that lately.
In the zone, trust can get you killed.
How did you end up here, Ryan?
Or worse.
How did you end up
Vicious
here?
offenders destroyed their essence, haunting the wasteland.
The Phantoms.
The crystal your father gave me is the only thing they fear.
How did you know Jor-El?
I was one of his assistants.
When you were 5?
An assistant.
Time is meaningless here. I wanted to stay with Jor-El in the final hours, but he wouldn't hear of it. He thought I'd have a better chance in the Phantom Zone.
Why did he save her?
Why didn't he and my mother come with you?
Trying to save Krypton, and your mother wouldn't leave his side. This is all I have left of your father.
So we actually are meeting another Kryptonian.
Every day he still saves my life.
No. I have to stop Zod.
Zod?
Wait, you're my father's assistant. You helped him create this plan.
Zod is a soldier. He will kill you.
Oh,
There was a
she's
way.
scared of him.
Wouldn't you risk dying?
You truly are your father's son.
That's a superhero. I do like that we get to distinguish Jor-El the person and Jor-El the AI as well. Like, because we only ever really experienced the AI, but Jor-El the person was a genuinely caring person, and he was considered, like, he did care for his planet and what he thrive, he wanted to save it. Like, he saved that liar because he cared about her, clearly. Or is there an ulterior motive? We're just gonna have to wait and see on that. Get that gun up, Chloe. Oh, who's here?
Whoa, don't shoot!
It's a bunch of looters.
Look, okay, I work here. You don't have...
That's Sean Ashmore's brother, that's Aaron Ashmore.
Chloe? This isn't because I didn't call you back, is it?
Jimmy Olsen.
No fucking way! He plays Jimmy Olsen? No way! And they've already got a history because they shagged.
Home. If there was part of them still alive inside you, how did you remember this place?
He ghosted her.
His feelings for you were also strong. They left when I consumed his essence.
Sounds so weird.
It would take days for your people to restore it, if they had that much time.
Pentagon.
There's something there I need.
What are you going to do?
Finish what I've started. The black ship would have sent a pulse around the world, reshaping its crust. My home.
The planet you were talking about.
Time will be perfect. The start of an empire. Odd.
I thought you needed the black ship.
Its hard drive can still initiate but I need access to your military satellites to broadcast it.
Oh, Lana!
I'm not gonna let you do this.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
He's brave.
The fate of your race will not be yours if you give me what I want. An heir.
What? Holy shit!
We'll discuss this further when I return from your Pentagon.
What the fuck? Zod wants her to give him a son? And he just stabbed her hand! Oh my fucking god, Lana's actually pulling it out! Holy fuck! Oh man! Oh, I don't like it, I don't like it. Oh fuck, that was awful.
Why haven't you used the gateway yourself?
Your father kept it a secret. A back door in case there isn't his family here.
Why would we have to worry about that?
And like all great men, there were those who wished him ill.
He had a contingency for his family. That means Raya can't leave. Or can she leave if Clark's here?
Kal-El. Why should I spare his life? The one who sent me here.
They're back! Oh, it's a Kryptonians for the season 5 premiere!
He can free us all.
What? Oh, I don't know. She is playing him. Oh, I'm so confused, man.
Your son? Lex.
I know.
Oh.
Where's Clark?
I don't know where Clark is.
I didn't understand what was happening.
Lana, where's Lex? We have to...
The things he can do now, I don't think there's anyone on Earth who can stop him.
I have to kill him with this.
You would never get close enough to even use that. But I can.
What?
A lot of people are going to die if you don't let me do this. It's the only way.
Lana's got balls. Is she gonna be able to pull it off though? Or is Zod gonna catch her in the act? Very risky game.
That's all it takes to end the world?
Has he gone for missiles?
You freed yourself, but didn't run.
I realized there was nothing to run to.
There's no way he falls
Sometimes,
for it.
to survive, you have to give up the things that you care about.
Surely not.
And just give in to your fate.
You would give me an heir.
The first of many.
Lana's playing the game. Is it gonna play out how she thinks? Getting invulnerable. Okay, Lana, let's see. Is she gonna pull it off?
Perhaps I've underestimated the females of your species.
Maybe you just underestimated me.
Yeah. Oh. Took some damage from that throw. Oh no.
Did you really think you could make a difference? The fate of your world.
How are they gonna get rid of him now? There's gotta be another way, right? Surely. Could we trap Lex in the Phantom Zone again? Or, I mean, could we trap Zod as Lex in the Phantom Zone? I mean, Clark's gotta get out of it
Down in the
first.
basement scanning archive photos into the database when every first official day at the Daily Planet and the world is...
I can't believe you actually work here.
So he just started working here. Oh, so is he gonna be a regular? Are we gonna see more of Jimmy? What is that? Oh, you need to get out. How many people are in the Phantom Zone?
Open the gateway.
But I do. Nice.
Oh, come on, Roya. Don't betray him. Be good. Come on, I've got faith in you. Please.
His blood. The blood of the House of El.
I trusted you.
You're right.
Yes! Oh, she's letting through! Oh my god, there's more!
Gateway! Go, Kal-El!
More Kryptonians! No, Raya can't leave though, can she? Or can she leave? Come on, I want her to get out. No! No! Did it take some of those No! Did it take some of those, like, people from the Phantom Zone as well? If it took some of them and not Raya, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. What was that? 5 or 6? Oh, people escape! Ah! Oh, that visual was good! I liked it a lot! Oh, all the destruction is... Hey! Yes!
Where is he?
Oh my god, did they get out of... Come on! Zod versus Clark, I'm here for it! Come on, let's do this! I'm ready!
The rest.
Of course she passed out! Can't see Clark come in to save her. Destroy the device.
I don't know how you escaped, but you were safer where you were.
Come on, Clark! Yes!
You're an idealistic fool, just like your father.
Ooh, come straight through the trees! Come on, Clark, you got this. Oh, that was sick.
Disappointing.
You don't know nothing, Zod.
I won't let you destroy Earth. And I'll die trying.
But you won't be the only one. Swear your allegiance to me, and I'll allow the ones you love the most to live.
Oh. Never gonna accept it, though, because it's not everyone.
Kneel before Zod. Kneel.
In the long game. Come on, Clark. Drop your guard. Drop your guard. What do you want him to do? Kiss your hand? What's he got? Oh my god, has he got that necklace? Has he got the necklace? Has he still got it?
My father sends his regards.
Oh, he does still have it!
Jor-El.
Ah! Damn! Zod is back in the Phantoms. Oh my god, it can't! It burnt into his skin! Oh, and it's gone! Clark stopped Zod, and he stopped him really quick, you know? I expected Zod to be like the season-long threat. Surely he must come back, right? What a sick showdown!
Hey, Smallville.
Lois perked up when she saw Clark.
Guess I have your mom to thank for that plane going down. The cabin lost pressure, and then I was in this palace of ice. I was bathed in this warm light, and I knew everything was gonna be okay.
Oh my god!
Lois, you were, maybe you were hallucinating.
Clark
No,
realizing.
it was. I think I died and went to heaven.
Oh my god.
Then I'm glad you're back.
Ah, she's weirded out by it. Ah, the chemistry is on fire! I loved his realization there when she knew he was talking about the fortress as well. When he knew she was talking about the fortress.
Thank you.
I can't believe Lex is still. I can't believe Lex is back. I really thought he might have been dead there.
You don't remember?
And everything went white. Next thing I know, I woke up here.
Lana's gonna forgive him.
Is all this because of me?
The things you did, it wasn't your fault. Lex, I almost killed you.
Hey. Look, I can never make up for what happened. All I can do is move forward and try to rebuild everything I've damaged.
How many times have we heard Lex say
Might
that?
not be easy.
Well, nothing worth it ever is.
Like, honestly, he must have said that 100 times in the show now. Like, how do people keep falling for it?
Clark. Oh my god, I thought you were dead.
Hi.
Yay! Nice little reunion.
So did I. Place I never want to go again.
Everything's great now that you're here.
Chloe. Before I left,
You mean when I laid one on you?
He knows what it was, Clark.
It was the end of the world. It's not like I'm expecting us to hook up.
Exactly.
yeah, me neither.
Hey, Bright Eyes.
Hey,
Clark took that a little bit unexpectedly there.
I was just talking to a friend.
Whoa. Grow up in big in Kansas, don't they?
I'm sorry. Jimmy Olsen, this is Clark Kent.
It's Jimmy and Clark meeting.
Actually, it's, James.
Really? Since when?
James Olsen.
Since... You wanna grab some dinner at the vending machine?
Chloe's a little smitten.
Clark, are you hungry?
Me? No. I'm okay. You guys go ahead.
Yeah, let him...
Catch you later, CK.
Oh, no way! No fucking way! I love it! I love it so much! CK!
I took Raya's crystal to the fortress for safekeeping. I tried to talk to Jarrell, but he wouldn't answer. The fortress is dead.
There's gotta be a way to get life back into it. There's no way it's gone.
Dad's gone.
There's no way,
Can't talk to
right?
Lex. Lana's...
Clark's losing everything.
Just follow your heart, and you'll always do the right thing.
Maybe some Kryptonians believe the same thing. Jarrell sacrificed himself trying to save Krypton. Raya died saving me.
Every world needs its heroes, Clark.
Rest in peace, Raya.
They inspire us to be better than we are. Darkness that's just around the corner.
I love how much Martha's stepped up as being the sole parental figure for Clark and his journey. He is still connected. They are still connected, surely. Howard. Oh, Lex still has a piece. I wonder where the other piece went off to, though. Could he potentially pull it back together? Argentina? I think that's a Patagonia. Who the hell is it? Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those like Phantom Wraith things. Oh my god, no fucking way! Oh shit, guys, that's nuts. Oh fuck! Oh, this episode was so good. I loved it. I loved it. It was a great introduction to season 6. I love the fact that we tied up the Zod story, but at the same time, I kind of wanted more. Like, I hope that he comes back at some point so we get some more of Zod, because he was so menacing in the little time that we had him, and I feel like he's gotta come back, right? Like, I feel like there's too much potential there. Like, there's also too many loose threads, and I don't know. But either way, it was a very, very good showdown. I'll say that much. The showdown between Clark and Zod was very, very good, and I enjoyed it. I wish we got more of it, but at the same time, I loved what they showcased ability-wise. Like, I loved seeing Zod fly Clark through the air and into like the jungle. I love the fact that we got to see them actually showcase their abilities as well, like their strength. He threw him through a tree, multiple trees, punched him through a rock. Like, we really got to showcase Zod being farly superior to Clark in terms of his abilities and how to utilize them in comparison to Clark. And that was amazing. It was so good that it does make sense if it was like a finale fight. But at the same time, I hope it's not. I want to see them fight again. I want to see him return. All our characters were up in the air from the end of last season, so I love the fact that we jumped into the beginning of this episode with everybody still in their predicaments. Like, I love the fact that we still had Clark in the Phantom Zone, we still had Martha and Lois in the immediate aftermath of the plane crash, and we still had Chloe and Lionel in the immediate aftermath of the rioters outside of Luthor. So I love that we got to jump back into all of those stories. I thought it was great. One thing I want to mention to begin with is the fact that we explored the Phantom Zone. I really, really enjoyed that. I loved that we actually got to see the terrain inside there and showcase it being like more like a desolate rock in a way. I love how the vibrance and the contrast and such changed on screen to like give it this like feeling of animosity and this feeling of like tension and like fear, I suppose, and just paranoia. It was really, really good, and I just like how it showcased this just abandoned area with nothing in miles of sights. And like I said, it also reminded me of like a desolate rock, but at the same time like a desert. And it was very, very cool. And the fact that we got to immediately meet some more people in the Phantom Zone as well made it that much more intriguing. Like, I want to immediately talk about Raya, the assistant to Jor-El. Big shout out to Raya, rest in peace. Like, I am so upset that she's dead. I really, really wanted her to escape and us have like another Kryptonian on Earth. She doesn't even need to be like a main character or even that much of a recurring one, but it would just be nice to have her out there and be able to like bring her back and potentially learn more things from her and understand her character more. But she did serve her purpose. I wish that there was more to her, because I loved the fact that we got some connective tissue to the actual person Jor-El through somebody that worked closely with him and was somebody that he considered a close friend and somebody that he cared for, and ultimately saved from the destruction of Krypton by trapping her in the Phantom Zone. But obviously in doing so meant that she couldn't escape, and she was also trapped in there with people like Zod and other maniacs from across 28 known planets that are inhabited. So that's a little interesting bit of information. 28 known inhabited planets. And any of those horrible people or creatures or species that were to the detriment of their world or society in general were put in the Phantom Zone by Jor-El, which is quite fascinating to think about as well, to know that they had that kind of power and authority to be able to do that to so many different planets. Whether they did it with their permission or not, though, is up for debate. But obviously we got, like I said, we got to get a little bit more of Jor-El and learning about his him, who he was as a person when he was alive, and how much he loved Krypton and wanted to protect it, and how much he cared for the people there, and it's shown in the person that he saved. And ultimately she then got to save his son in return, so it all like worked out full circle in that capacity, because she saved Clark from the from Nemec and the other Kryptonians attacking him to begin with. Shout out to seeing Nemec again as well. I love the fact that they brought him back from the season 5 premiere. I wondered if they were ever going to bring him back, so it was cool to see him re-emerge and want to get revenge on Clark Kent for sending him there, or sending him back there, I should say. But ultimately Raya did manage to save Clark and kill Nemec in the process. So Nemec is gone for good now, but in doing so, all of the other people in the Phantom Zone attacked and killed Raya, which I'm gutted about, as she covered Clark whilst he escaped from the Phantom Zone with the necklace that Jor-El gave to her for protection. She is now given to Clark. It's just, again, wholesome full circle moment, and I'm gutted. Like I said, I'm really gutted that she died, because I wanted more of her, but her character served her purpose. It's just sad at the same time that she's been trapped in there all that time, and the only opportunity she gets to escape, she gets killed like that. But at the same time, she saved Clark. She did what she did for Jor-El. She did what she did for Clark for Jor-El as well. So she got to repay him in that manner. And she was just an interesting character. Like I said, I wish we could have got more into her. Like, I really wish we could have developed her more. I feel like she would have been fascinating. Even if we left her in the Phantom Zone, maybe she came back in the future. I mean, you know, she's not 100% dead, but we watched her get stabbed and dropped. So, like, I'm relatively there. However, if she popped back up, I wouldn't be like, I don't know, I probably would be pretty shocked, actually. I don't know, I'm pretty sure she's dead, but like there's like hope in me. Like, there's the hope that if she just randomly popped up, I'd be so gassed I wouldn't really care. Because I just would like to explore her character more. But obviously, with Clark escaping, we did see other people from the Phantom Zone appeared to have escaped with Clark as well. So they are out now on Earth, running rampant, and Clark is going to have to stop them eventually. Well, when he finds out that they're actually there, because we got the confirmation at the end that one of those people was in fact one of those like Phantom Wraiths at the very beginning. So who's to say they're not all the Wraiths? Like, it could be all of them, but it could be a mixture of both, which is probably what I imagine is going to happen. So we've got that story there running with Clark, and simultaneously at the same time we have Martha waking up from the crashed ship and locating that Lois has taken some heavy injuries and that they are stranded in the middle of the Arctic with no help whatsoever, no phones, no technology, no network, Wi-Fi, anything. They've got no flag or nothing at this point. So they are essentially screwed. However, they have managed to crash right next to the fortress. So luckily Martha managed to pick up on it and took Lois there immediately. And in doing so, we got to see Lois and Martha in the fortress for the very first time. And we got to have Jor-El talk to Martha, which was so cool. And Jor-El actually got to tell Martha that he wouldn't have picked anybody better to raise his son, and how good she is of a person. However, he also told her about what is going on with Zod right now in Lex's body, and the fact that Clark has been trapped in the Phantom Zone and there's nothing he can do about it. And the only way that Martha may be able to help in some degree is by killing Zod as Lex with the dagger that Clark took in the finale. So Zod gives Martha a mission before he sends her and Lois back to Smallville so they can get the help they needed. And I believe he also healed Lois as well to some extent. I don't care if that's true or not. That's my headcanon. Because I want it to be the case. And with how Lois spoke at the end as well, I'm almost certain of that. So I would to say that was the case. They got transported back to Smallville, and Martha immediately set on her mission after making sure Lois was okay at the hospital and went looking for that dagger. And whilst that was happening, we had Chloe and Lionel fighting through the rioters and obviously surviving, luckily. And they managed to escape, and Lionel filled Chloe in on what is going on with Lex/Zod and the dagger situation and how they need to get the dagger to stop Zod. And also revealing that he lost his connection to Jor-El and being the Oracle or the vessel, or at least so we seem, so it seems anyway. Ever since the power went from the last episode, it appears like he had lost his power. So there was that possibility, and Lionel didn't have the knowledge needed to help take down Zod. However, he did know enough about the dagger and knowing what that could do to take out Zod, so he immediately sets out to try and find it to help stop Zod, whilst leaving Chloe in his building with his gun to try and be protected. And they actually have a very, very sweet exchange between the two of them, where they genuinely care for each other's well-being before leaving and wish each other good luck. And it's remarkable to see how far those characters have come. The fact that Chloe and Lionel can have a moment like that where they genuinely care for each other, with everything that's happened over the course of this show, with how awful Lionel was in the earlier seasons, with how many diabolical things he did to our main characters, especially Chloe, and the predicaments he put her through. For them to actually be at a point now where Lionel risked his life for her in the last episode and in this episode, and he in fact saved Chloe. He saved her from the rioters when she was getting harassed and attacked. He was the one that attacked them first before Lionel's security came in and actually saved them both. It's just remarkable development. What they did with Lionel in the last 2 seasons has honestly blown my mind. I've hated a lot of characters, but Lionel was well up there come the end of season 3, and they've somehow managed to win me round to really, really rooting for his character and really enjoying every moment of him right now, which is just remarkable. And I can't wait to continue seeing that development, because it really feels cemented now, or at least that it's getting cemented, as opposed to the constant question surrounding, is he genuine or is he not? And I'm really loving it. It's such a weird contrast as well, the idea that Clark and Lex are no friends. However, Clark and Lionel have suddenly become quite close in very unexpected ways. Like, it's just so fascinating, and that's one of the many reasons I love Smallville. So he sets off to find Dagger, and in doing so, they bump in Martha and Lionel bump into each other and have a heartfelt exchange, where you can feel the chemistry between the two of them for definite, and you can also feel Martha's worry and concern for her son because he is missing and there's nothing they can do to help him. However, they are unaware that Clark is doing all he can by himself right now to help himself, and he does in fact escape and manages to show up at the right time to get to Lana, because Lana is about to die from Lex, as she has decided to try and kill him after going to the barn and bumping into Martha and Lionel, finding out about the dagger and realizing how much Lex has changed. She offers to try and kill him, and although she gets very close, she does not pull it off. Zod is too smart for her, and as he's about to kill her, Clark Kent shows up to save her. But what a shock! She gets knocked out and she goes unconscious, so she can't see Clark save her. So yet again, we've gone through another situation where Clark saved Lana. Lana's not going to know about it, and we're probably going to hear later this season, oh yeah, well, I don't need you saving anymore, Clark. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And it's like, well, you do. But, yeah. It was typical that Lana always falls unconscious or gracefully finds a way to not find out that Clark saved her. It's very ironic, to say the least. But one thing I do have to shout out, actually, with Lana, real quick, is I respected her bravery in the beginning of the episode, when realizing that Lex was in fact Zod now. And I also I really respect the fact that she pulled the I don't think it was a knife, was it? It was like a wooden stick. She pulled that out of her hand after Zod stabbed it through her hand and into the wall. Like, that has got to be immense amount of strength, and you've got to have such unbelievable determination to do that. So I really do respect the resilience there. And even in trying to take out Zod, like, you've got to commend it, even though she fell short in the end. But she bought enough time for Clark to show up and save the day, because he then takes on Zod, and we have one of the best showdowns ever. I've already gone over it, but just to cover it again real quickly, I loved the flying through the air scenes and going through the trees. I loved the crashing scene. I love Zod punching Clark through the rocks, throwing him through the trees, just showcasing all of Kryptonian abilities at its capacity, or at its highest capacity that they can currently do. I really, really appreciated it. I loved it. I also loved that we got to see Zod just like flying over to Clark as well and landing so effortlessly. Like, it's just small things like that like, I appreciate the fact that they've gone to the effort to showcase that. And we got to see Zod get the upper hand Clark, and Clark agree to kneel to him. However, it was a ploy, because Clark still had that necklace that Jor-El gave to Raya for protection, and Raya has then given to Clark to escape the Phantom Zone. It has then trapped Zod back in the Phantom Zone again and removed him from Lex's body, and actually didn't kill Lex either. Lex has now been able to return back to who he was after Zod was removed and sent back to the Phantom Zone. For good or not, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I do hope we see him again. But if that was the end of him, then it was a very, very cool story that was told throughout season 5 in the beginning of the episode. And we got a very, very cool showdown between the two of them. Ultimately, it has resulted in Lex returning and not having any memory ever since he was initially taken over from Zod. So he doesn't know any of the destruction that he has caused in this process. And obviously Lana was a little bit scared of him. However, she is going to give him the benefit of the doubt and forgive him. I'm certain of that, because that's what Lana does. And she seems to have more forgiveness for Lex than she does for Clark, to say the least. But to be honest, I am glad that relationship is over. I just didn't like the way that it ended. That was the way that it ended for me really pissed me off, but I'm glad that it was over. It is just a case of Clark and Lana have gone on for so long. I wish we got a season of them actually being happy together, and we didn't quite get that. But we got a period of time of it. So yeah, so there is that, obviously. And we also had the appearance of a brand new character this episode in the form of Jimmy Olsen, has made his first on-screen appearance. Now, we had his name drop. I think it might have been 2 seasons ago. Yeah, it was. It wasn't last season. It was the season before. It was season 4 when I don't remember what episode it was, but Chloe and Lana were having a conversation about Jason. I'm almost certain of it. Yeah, it was, because it was Lana talking about the intimacy issue that she thought they had between the two of them, and Chloe divulged that she had a fling with Jimmy Olsen. And so we finally got him appear on screen, and he's played by none other than Aaron Ashmore, Shawn Ashmore's brother, who was in the very, very first season. That's so cool. And now I understand why you guys were going on about Aaron Ashmore as well. Like, that's something that's literally just clicked in my head, was I can remember now, because it's been a while. I've released over 100 episodes of Smallville now. But I remember when I released it was episode 10 or 11, right? That Shawn Ashmore shows up in. I remember when I released that episode, a lot of people in the comments were going on about Shawn Ashmore and Aaron Ashmore, and I didn't quite understand why they were. I just thought, oh yeah, it's just because they're twins, like, that's why they're going on about it. But I didn't actually realise that he was going to be in this show, which is awesome, and he's playing such a big character as well, so he's going to be around a lot. And we got to see him and Chloe have some great moments in this episode, and you can see the chemistry between them is bright, is night and day, to say the least. Like, you can feel the chemistry between those two. So I'm sure there's going to be a relationship that starts to develop there. And we also got to see his first interaction with Clark as well, and he called him CK, which was such a cool little nod. I loved it. It was just great to see him interact with these characters and bringing in a new big character from DC. And now I'm going to get to start to really learn who he is as a person and a character in this universe, and start to learn his traits and such, because I'm very, very new to Jimmy Olsen as well. Like, I barely know him at all, but I know little things about him. So I'm very, very excited to start exploring more of him. And we got to have a little bit of closure between the scene, between the kiss scene of Clark and Chloe in the previous episode, the very passionate, loving kiss, which was the best of the show, in my opinion, where Chloe just confirmed that it was because of the end of the world and she wasn't expecting to hook up or a relationship out of it, and Clark seemed pleasantly surprised, but at the same time surprised nonetheless. I think it did catch him off guard, and we nipped that one in the bud pretty nicely. And transitioning off that, though, we also had Clark going to visit Lois in the hospital, making sure she was okay. Have those two exchanging quite sincere words with one another, just quite genuine, to say the least. And Clark holding Lois's hand, saying he's glad she's okay, holding it extremely long, Lois picking up on it as well. I love how Lois lit up like a Christmas tree as soon as Clark came in as well. And I love that the holding the hand thing, like, when she noticed it, I thought she was going to tell him to get off her, but she didn't. She just pulled a face, and it was like, I'm not sure how I feel about this. And it was the same with when she then looked back at Clark, and Clark did it as well, and he was like, I'm not sure how I feel about this, and he lets go. But it's not a case of it don't feel right. It's just they're just not sure with it yet. And I love that. I absolutely love it. Because it's just building on that chemistry that we already know is there with these characters. And we're already waiting to just finally see blossom. But the fact that they're taking the time to dedicate such small scenes to them and building it up so romantically is so good, and it just feels better than what they did with Lana and Clark throughout the first few seasons, because this feels genuine. Like, I've constantly gone on about the chemistry between Lois and Clark. It's night and day between any other character in this show, without a doubt. So you can just really feel it whenever they are sharing any type of scene, happy, sad, funny, cringy, horrible. Like, they are ecstatic around one another, and you don't get that with any other character in this show. And I love a lot of relationships in this show. I think a lot of the character chemistries in this show are very, very high, but that exceeds everything. That exceeds a lot of other shows I've seen. Like, it's one of the best chemistry pairings I've ever seen in a television show, because there's something genuinely authentic about it, which is what makes it so unbelievably good. And I just gotta highlight that because I just love it. And I love that Lois and Martha had time together this episode. Their story coincided with each other. I just love how connected Lois is to Kent's already. Like, it's just so great. It's so great to see. Obviously we had Lex forgiving we had Lana, forgiving Lex at the end of the episode as well, or everything, or at least given the impression that she's going to forgive him. However, there was still a bit of resistance there, so maybe she doesn't. I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see on that front. We had some very, very sweet scenes between Martha and Clark at the end of the episode as well, where Martha is really stepping up in that parental responsibility and taking on the sole parent role. with the death of Jonathan last season and his sad disappearance from the opening this season. That's really got me down, man. I'm so not ready for that. So not ready for continually seeing that now, multiple seasons. But she's doing so well at being that guiding light for Clark and really helping him navigate what he's going through right now, because Clark is in some turmoil, as he was saying to Martha. Like, everything that he's lost right now. He lost his dad, he's lost Jor-El, he's lost Lana, he's Lex. He's lost so much, and so much has been taken from him, that how is he going to navigate going forward? Like, how is he going to redefine who he is and rebuild back up who he is? Because he has essentially lost the four, other than Martha, and don't get me wrong, I consider Chloe and Lois in this as well, but like, when you date back to the opening episode of season 1, like, he's lost some of the closest people to him throughout this entire series. Lex, Lana, Jor-El, Jonathan, all in the space of half a season, and it's just broken him. And I can really see Clark starting to fall down a bad path if he doesn't have the right people around him helping him navigate, which thankfully he does. So I have optimism that he's going to be okay. Which it's just going to be a very weird time for him to start navigating his steps, but it's also the appropriate time. So I think because of everything that happened, it's time for him to try reinventing who he is. I just lost my train of thought as well. Obviously, I don't know what Lex is going to do for the rest of the season now. Like, I don't know if there's going to be any hangover for his character in terms of what's happened with Zod. I don't know where he's going to go with Lana now, because obviously, like, the middle. I'm really curious to see what sort of story we get to develop throughout the rest of the season, because we've tied up some things we've tied up things fairly well at the end of this episode, like, especially for season 5 story anyway. So how are we going to transition into season 6? What is the story we're going to tell now? Is it going to be Clark really isolated and alone and not having anybody? And how does he navigate that? Because that'd be an interesting story. Is it going to be trying to regain things like Jor-El and the Fortress power? Is that a possibility? I'd like to think so, but I can't say for certain. I don't know. Like, I really like this episode for the premise of, it's giving me the question of, like, Lex still has that piece that Zod had, despite it being broken, so he can still investigate it, and maybe he can understand parts of it from the symbols that are currently still on that piece. But I don't think he's going to be able to power it, right? Then again, you don't know. Maybe Lex does find a way, or maybe that piece of Kryptonian tech is what inevitably pushes him into heavily diving into searching for more aliens, searching for Kryptonian artifacts, diving more into Clark. I'm sure Lex is going to do more investigating into Clark now, especially with Lana being by his side and then both being suspicious of Clark when he lies, the things he hides. I could certainly see him manipulating his way into potentially helping Lana, potentially getting Lana to help him do these things to Clark, which is quite sad to think about, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. We also, one more thing actually, we also had Lionel at the very end of the episode writing down all the Kryptonian symbols and revealing that one of the symbols he was writing down correlated to the word power. Now, that might just be the knowledge that he had, and he does remember the things he's had up until this point, and it's just not anymore. But that also, to me, indicates that he does, in fact, still have the connection to Jor-El or to the Kryptonian knowledge in some capacity, and he's still able to understand it to a fairly good degree. And he's still actually able to retain any information. So, like, there's two possibilities there. He's either still got the power, or everything that he's learned up until that point he still retains in his own mind, and that was how he was able to identify what that word meant. But obviously that is going to signify to something much bigger, I'm sure. I wonder if that might correlate to Lex as well. I wonder if there is like a hidden power or something Lex is there to maybe potentially find, and that could certainly be very good possibility actually, now that I think about it. But overall, like I said, this episode was really neat. It tied up everything from the previous season in a very cute little bow. and I like how it all culminated and ended. I really enjoyed the different character stories that were happening in this episode and how it split them all really evenly and really well, whilst keeping you entertained. And bringing in new characters. Like, I loved Raya, rest in peace. I love Jimmy Olsen. I can't wait to see more of him. I love the fact we brought back Nemec to just add new characters that have been in the past and give a little bit of development, especially when you can utilize them in the perfect moment. So there was plenty of positives, like the Zod and Clark showdown was fantastic. Everything in this episode was just overall amazing, in my opinion. I really liked it, and I really like how it tied everything up. And I think that is the point. I think it was supposed to tie everything up, so we move into the next episode, a bit like how other seasons have done it, I suppose. But I think this one's a little bit neater tied up. I feel like it really has tied up a lot of loose threads. We've got a few, but not many left. So I think that's done a really... I think it's just done a really good job of saying we're moving into the next chapter and the next story. So I'm very excited to see what we get next. What do I expect? I have no clue. Absolutely no clue. Because I didn't expect this episode to go like it did. So I would just be absolutely randomly guessing. But I hope we get something amazing in the next episode. Now, I'm almost certain one of you guys are recommending the next episode to me. I've got it on my list. So I'm certain that the next episode is going to be a banger. Or at least I hope anyway. We're just going to have to wait and see. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode as well. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Like, what did you think about how it tied up everything from season 5? What did you think about the Clark and Lex fight? What did you think about the Clark and Chloe kiss and the closing scene in this episode, I suppose? Because I loved that scene. I just loved it, and I want to bring it up again. How did you think Lana's character was this episode and the decisions she made? Because I actually thought she was pretty resilient and brave, despite the fact that I don't actually agree with her character and what she's doing with X right now. What did you think about Clark's journey through the Phantom Zone and meeting Raya? What did you think about Jimmy Olsen? I want to know everything from this episode, guys. So I want your comments down in the description. I want your comments down in the comment section. I want big comments. I want to know all your opinions on this, because there were so many good things about this episode that I really want to discuss. So I want to be reading what you guys thought about it the first time, or what you think about it now. Let me know in the comments down below, along with all of your other thoughts and opinions anyway, or if I missed anything in particular that you guys wanted me to address. Please let me know all of those things down in the comments below, and I will be sure to read them and respond to them, either in the comments or in the next reaction video itself. But I think this is where we're going to end it now, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed this reaction, and if you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe for more. I do really appreciate all your support. It means the world to me, and it helps me produce these videos as quickly as possible. So thank you for that. And hopefully this new quality shows you just how much it means to me, because this cost me an arm and a leg to put together for you. So if I come back in the next episode without an arm, you know why. But I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, you already know what to do. So take care, everyone, and I will catch you all in the next one.